Have you ever caught yourself lying awake at night, thinking about something you said or did months, even years ago? That one mistake, that one wrong decision, keeps playing in your head like a movie on repeat. You tell yourself you've moved on, but deep inside, the guilt still lingers, quietly whispering, you could have done better. You should have done better. And the more you listen, the heavier it gets, pulling you back every time you try to move forward. But what if I told you that guilt, while it feels like punishment, is actually a sign of growth trying to happen? What if the problem isn't the guilt itself but the way we hold on to it? Today, we're going to break down the psychology of guilt, understand why it clings to us so tightly, and discover how to stop it from ruining our personal growth and happiness. Guilt is one of the most powerful emotions we experience as humans. It shows up when we feel we've done something wrong or failed to meet our own standards. And believe it or not, guilt isn't always bad, it's actually a sign that we have a conscience, that we care about our impact on others. Without guilt, there would be no accountability, no motivation to improve. But there's a difference between healthy guilt and destructive guilt. Healthy guilt says, I made a mistake, and I can fix it or learn from it. It motivates you to make amends, to grow, and to move forward. Destructive guilt, on the other hand, says, I am the mistake. It keeps you trapped, replaying the past, questioning your worth, and fearing the future. This type of guilt doesn't guide you, it chains you. So why do we hold on to guilt long after a situation is over? One reason is that our brains are wired for survival and social connection. In ancient times, being accepted by your group meant survival. If you did something wrong and risked rejection, guilt helped push you to make it right and stay connected. But in today's world, that same emotional alarm system doesn't always turn off. Your brain treats even small mistakes like threats to your social survival, keeping you trapped in the past. The key to stopping guilt from ruining your growth is learning how to process it and release it. The first step is self-compassion. Instead of asking, why did I do that, in a harsh, judgmental tone, ask, what can I learn from this? This shifts your brain from punishment mode to growth mode. Remember, you're a human being, you are allowed to make mistakes, and those mistakes don't define who you are. The second step is taking responsibility without self-punishment. If your guilt is about hurting someone, acknowledge it and make amends where possible. But once you've done that, you have to let it go. Carrying the weight of guilt after you've done your part doesn't fix the past, it only blocks your future. Another powerful technique is changing your perspective. Instead of viewing guilt as proof of failure, see it as evidence that you care and that you're capable of change. Every time guilt surfaces, remind yourself, this is not who I am forever, it's who I was then. Lastly, forgive yourself. Self-forgiveness doesn't mean excusing mistakes, it means accepting that you are not perfect and that perfection was never the goal. Growth comes from learning, not from endless self-punishment. When you release guilt, you free up mental and emotional space for growth. You start to see yourself not as someone defined by your past but as someone shaping their future. And that shift is powerful, it's what allows you to grow stronger, wiser, and more at peace.